This is a Wave One exclusive.
Tell Plastic Craig is going down. They mad they couldn't get their point across. Shit, I love the sound. Them sources looking weak, homie. You know we gon' check them out. Flying through your teeth, have my pseudo killer stretch you out. Bring them back, they calling me the puppet master. It's always some strings attached. The pseudo always dies at its source. We gon' see to that. And there you go pontificating. You know we don't believe in that. And I'm bringing reading back. Don't I make this shit look cool? Debaters better keep it cool. Might hit up heavy hitters, have a rule, get it you. Have my scholars line you up, and I ain't talking barber school. Peer review party, bring your paperwork. You showed up to debate with no sources, man, that's crazy work. Them ad homs that never work. If you scared, go to church. It's your Allah, no more shirt. The versus series poppin', sir. Till DMG is going down, they mad they couldn't get their point across. Shit, I love the sound, them sources looking weak. Homie, you know we gon' check them out. Flying through your teeth, have my pseudo killer stretch you out. Bring them back, they calling me the puppet master. It's always some strings attached, the pseudo always dies at its source. We gon' see to that, and there you go pontificating. You know we don't believe in that. Till Ratchet Craig is going down, they mad they couldn't get their point across. Shit, I love the sound, them sources looking weak. Homie, you know we gon' check them out. Flying through your teeth, have my pseudo killer stretch you out. Bring them back, they calling me the puppet master. It's always some strings attached, the pseudo always dies at its source. We gon' see to that, and there you go pontificating. You know we don't believe in that. Shift TV 314.
He's dripping and killing me.
Whoa, what's going on, everybody? We on Paradigm Shift TV 314. What's going on, everybody?
What is going on? Here we, great people and citizens of Paradigm Shift TV 314. We finna do this face-off, man. This is the first face-off of the social media tournament to crown the new championship, a belt that was relinquished by Cedric Ortega, Soul J, and we finna get down to it. We have our brother Cannon on here. He help me out my ones and twos because it look like I'm having a computer glitch again. So thank you, brother Cannon, for coming through. What you got to say, man?
All I can say is, look, man, I'm expecting to see a good face-off between the brother KOT and my guy Mike. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy to see both of y'all guys made it on. They was on time. They was ready to go. We just looking for a good debate, but we got to get to the nitty gritty. We need y'all to sit down and iron out these details tonight during this face-off. You know, figure out exactly what we're going to discuss and exactly what y'all going to be presenting for y'all debate. How y'all fellas feeling?
Hey, but hold on for y'all tell you how y'all feel. Brother KOT, welcome. How you doing, sir?
Doing good, brother. How you doing?
All right. I just want to know a little something about you, man. A lot of people don't know who you are. There's been the question, who's KOT? I told him that you was a part of the league years ago. Can you just talk to my brother Cannon? My brother Cannon right now, he want to know who you is, so kind of talk to him right quick. In the audience who don't know you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've been debating about maybe 7 years, maybe 8 years or so. But I came on. I was used to be with the SBDL league back in the days.
Yeah.
But see, my background, I'm over biblical. I can debate all topics, but my foundation is biblical. But I debate all topics, so that's why I stand at. Is there any specific questions you want to know?
Kenny? I thought you wanted to ask him a question, Kenny. Yeah, did we also, man, I guess Kenny didn't want to, but I've been knowing you for a while, brother, so, I watch you work, so, yeah, you got that work.
What city you from, my boy?
I'm from South Florida.
Okay, you from Florida? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I like to hear.
Yeah. Of course, we got Michael Everett. You already know him. Michael Everett, introduce yourself, man. Tell us about your little debate background issue. Background, your debate background. Just tell them what's up, man.
Man, I was about to say debate issues. What you talking about issues?
I was saying how you gonna give them issues.
Well, what's good, people? You know what I'm saying? I actually first started off debating back when I actually got into this last versus series. Like I said previously, you know what I'm saying, I ended up losing my first debate in that tournament. And so, you know what I'm saying, I'm really just interested in making a better showing for this one. Let's see if, you know what I'm saying, if I can bring home that little belt.
There it is. I call it the Ratchet Creed thing right here when I do my face off. Y'all was in the negotiation room, and I know this first time y'all meeting, and y'all got a chance to chop up the title. So before y'all start, y'all got to say something good about each other that you noticed so far. So you go first, Michael.
Oh man. I'm gonna say something good. I really don't know the brother too well. But you know what I'm saying, I did check out your debate versus Captain 10K. You know what I'm saying? I felt like that your style and your delivery is kind of very unique when it comes to a lot of individuals, especially when it comes to your particular belief in Black Hebrewism. So I would say that was interesting to see someone that had somewhat of a different perspective when it comes to those particular belief systems, because you definitely have a different teaching in comparison to these individuals that are in camps and stuff like that.
All righty. Now it's your turn, KOT. Say something good about the Michael Everett,
okay.
man.
Thank you, brother. But I did check out your interview, and I do agree with a lot of things you saying on your talking points, within this life we live in and in this system. So, the only thing I would say different between us would be our theologies. Like, I stand on biblical doctrine, you stand on atheism. But other than that, you seem like a good brother to me. I got love for you. So it's nothing personal. But I think you're a decent brother. And like I said, I agree with a lot of things you said in your interview. So.
Okay, that was up. Speaking of interview, man, each one of the fellas, they will try to get an interview separately on Debate Center. I think KOT, you will be talking to nobody, trust and believe the gospel. And Michael Everett, you're going to be talking to Rocky, so the culture. So They go have an interview, so that'll be scheduled sometime this week, if y'all available. So I'm gonna get with them guys and they gonna do it, see what they gonna do, right? And get in contact with y'all. So
All right, that's what's up.
man. So Caddy.
Yes, sir.
All right, man. It's time to get down to them topics, man. Anything else you want to add on before we move on to the topics, man?
No, man, I just want to make sure that they find something that has equity on both sides, so it's a good, balanced, well-rounded debate, and I'm hoping it's entertaining.
All right. Y'all heard that. So what are the three topics? Anyone of y'all could put it out there that y'all gonna try to agree on? Get a title for out of them.
Well, the topics that we were going to be discussing is the first one is intelligent design versus Big Bang. The second one is evolution a fact, and the third one is abortion. Should fathers have rights to the unborn child?
Okay. What you think, KOT?
Those are the topics we come up with, but I like to give all praise to the Heavenly Father.
And one of them topics,
His word I rock. Hallelujah. Oh, go ahead, brother.
Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Now, also, I like to give all praise to the Heavenly Father by the power of His word I rock. Hallelujah. But yeah, like the topics the brother said, we agree on a lot of
y'all want to dive into first?
We can start off with it's up to the brother which one you want to start off first.
Put on the table. KOT, I'm gonna give you the chance since he read it out.
Okay. Well, intelligent design is the main one was on my list that I brought up that I put into the chat. You know, that's the first Big Bang because I knew that's kind of simple and that I will stand on the side of intelligent design, you know, based on my theology, and he will stand on Big Bang due to his theology. So I know that's a simple topic that we both can agree on, but it's up to the brother what he want to talk about. But the other topics he brought up, the one he said is evolution of fact. The way I worded it was, can you prove the evolution theory is a fact? Because I believe in evolution, so I don't want people to get this twisted to be biased on the topic. Because I agree with evolution being a fact. I don't agree with the evolution theory, which involves Darwinism, natural selection. I believe there's holes in that argument that it cannot be as a fact. That's like a doctrine, like similar to biblical usage. That's like a doctrine. But I believe evolution is a fact. I don't believe the theory.
Let's start there.
With Darwinism is a fact.
Can I ask you a few questions just to put it on the table so that we can kind of pause through it to see if there's a potential discussion there? When you say you believe in evolution, can you give me a brief synopsis of what you think evolution is? Can you explain how you see evolution? Because you said the Darwin piece is wrong. So break it down for me.
Yeah. But it's the same as what science teaches. That's what they teach, that evolution, things do evolve. We see this. We can observe this for a period of time. But the doctrine is Darwinism. His doctrine is natural selection and such. There's holes in that actual argument. That's not a fact. We can find, like, that's similar to the biblical. We have cities or historical characters that biblical scholars say are true in fact, but through the atheism and other people, they say they're not. So the same with Darwinism. We know evolution is a fact. We can observe this over time, seeing things evolve. But his doctrine, which comes from Darwinism, his theory, he's saying it evolves with natural selection. He comes up with theories of things that we evolved from and connected to. That's what I'm saying. That's what I don't agree with. There's holes in that argument. Can he prove that is a fact? So we won't be proving this evolution a fact. We'll be proving the theory of the Darwinism, natural selection.
Well, Darwin wasn't the one that actually came up with the taxonomy for the theory of evolution. That was someone else that came up with that.
One of his grandfathers, I think, came up with it also, but they had it in a different term. But I'm saying that's what modern science uses. When you Google anything to do with evolution, it's connected to Darwinism, natural selection. That's what it's connected to. So that theory is connected to his doctrine, is what I'm saying. Because evolution is set apart, separate.
Yeah, at first glance, yeah, a lot of the information when you look it up does reference to Darwin's research or Darwinism or a type of social Darwinism. But the genetic research itself is something that took place long after Darwin. That information is not based on, saying his doctrine whatsoever. It's just based on the results and findings of the testing.
Well, it's connected to his doctrine. When we get into it, you can Google that. That's why they use his name in natural selection. They connecting the sciences to his doctrine to say that his doctrine is fact according to what they find, and we believe in certain genetics and things that evolve. So we just go, okay, he's putting this thing with his doctrine, his theory. So that same thing to do with the Bible. So I mean, that's the same thing.
That's what I'm saying. But Darwin was not the one that came up with the taxonomy. That was someone else. Like this research came along.
Oh yeah, I don't have a problem with that. But I'm saying according to science, they're connecting Darwin to his theology to it. So you have to refute his theology because they are connecting his theology to it, to modern science.
No, it's not a theology. It's just a theory of what took place. And like Darwin didn't mention anything about any type of humanoids or hominids beyond Neanderthals and Homo sapiens, Cro-Magnons, and stuff like that. He did not go into a deeper branch of, saying taxonomy. He was just at the surface level with his research. So, like, I understand what you're saying that there's somewhat of a connection there, but like Darwin was not even the first person to come up with the theory of natural selection.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah, but I know they couldn't. That's why that was my least of my topics, because I know we wanted to agree upon the way that topic will work, because I know, like what you're saying, that's why that was my least of the topics, because we're looking at it two different ways. And I'm going according to science and Google. They're connecting him to it. They are. I'm not going off with. I don't care who come up with it, created. I know who, and certain people they say did, but modern science connects him to it with natural selection and his theories.
Yes, I mean, because in modern times he came up with I guess you would say the most complete theory when it comes to natural selection and at least when it comes to the human chain. But like I said, all his stuff was just pretty much surface level stuff. He didn't come up with the taxonomy or any type of genetic research, anything that came much later.
Okay,
but people do commonly
reference topics because that's all connected according to science. They're connecting Darwin and his theory. So I'm saying I know you wouldn't want to debate it then, according to what we're looking at. That was the least of the topics. But I know that we both agree on intelligent design and Big Bang. But the other topic was you don't think that a man should have right to say so if the child should be aborted or not. Is that correct? Was that the title you come up with?
Yeah, whether or not the father should have rights to the unborn child. No,
rights to the unborn child. You mean say so? Because you put say so when you had wrote it. Should have say so and what should happen to the child.
Yeah.
Okay,
so like in the case of like abortion, if a female wanted to get an abortion, whether or not the father should have
right to keep it or get rid of it, he shouldn't.
Yeah, the right to be able to stop it.
Yeah. See, that's why I like that. That was my secondary topic I agree with that you brought up, because I stand against you on that. You're saying the man shouldn't have a right at all. But I'm saying in that way, a man should have a right to that.
I mean, my opinion on this is just purely based on mainly the social construct that we use in society today. I mean, we always teach our males that, we're to, establish ourselves in the hopes that we, can start a family, right? So if a female determines that that male is not a suitable, father figure or role model, then why can't she say, no, I don't want to be in this situation?
See, I'm against all that for other reasons. I'm saying I understand where you're coming from, but I'm against that for other reasons.
Saying, like, my thing, if the father was actually capable of being that provider, of being that figure, then more than likely she would not choose to have an abortion.
Yeah, but you still stand on the side that he shouldn't have the right. That's what I disagree with.
Yes, I believe that it should be exclusive to the female because I mean the entire process takes place with her body. I mean, the
I
female
wouldn't
is
say the
going through
entire
have to,
process, but the care and delivery process. But yeah.
yeah, I mean, yeah, all that takes place. I mean, bro, after sex, we done.
See, I don't look at women as being like trash or
So
something you
you
can
know what I'm
just throw
saying?
away, or you know, so
Everything else is
it's a little
taken care of by
different.
them. So, and then they're going to experience the changes from being pregnant for the rest of their life. You know what I'm saying? This is something that's going to alter their body for the rest of their life. So, I believe that this decision should remain with the female.
You saying only with the female? That's what you're saying, and I say no. But those are the two topics on the table, really, the two that I agree with on. And doing with intelligent design versus Big Bang. So you don't agree that there's an intelligence that created us? What's your stance on Big Bang?
When it comes to intelligent design, I mean, I have not seen any evidence that leads to suggest that someone is, saying the individual that's responsible for putting the forces of the universe at play.
Okay,
So,
I know, see that because not only because of biblical theology, but because I always dealt with science before I got into the Bible. I deal with intelligent design, but so those two topics on the table, which one do you lean more towards? I lean more towards intelligent design, but I want to ask you too, so we can get more towards which one we're gonna.
well, I mean, I definitely wouldn't have a issue with talking about a discussion with the Big Bang Theory. My only thing is with intelligent design is a lot of times when it comes to people that bring up that argument, it seems to be like a gap theory or a plug and play. You know what I'm saying? They just tend to try to snatch different little scientific principles and stuff like that, and then just try to say that it was their particular, deity that was the one that was responsible for the creation of this.
Oh, you coming from that angle? I get what you're saying though, but that's if somebody coming with a deity standpoint. But it don't have to be a deity. We're dealing with intelligent design. It's a little different, but it's a little different than a deity. But yeah, I don't deal with a deity. I deal with intelligent design, even when I deal with biblical.
I mean, okay. Here's my question: How would you explain the creation of a deity or the creation of the designer?
Well, deity is according to like the definition. You have a deity like a being, a certain being.
Okay. Designer. How would you explain the creation of the designer? How did the designer come into existence?
The designer always been. See, that's what you got to understand. The designer always been here.
Okay, so what did they design?
Thought. See, I don't want to get too deep into what because I get straight to the point, But I'm just give you that one right there. Thought.
Okay.
I think y'all might have a better fight talking about the placement of where Darwin would be in terms of evolution, whether you accept his teachings, because ultimately do y'all both agree, and not to get in the way of y'all back and forth, but that I'm not gonna lie, the intelligent designer thing look like it's not. There's the equity not gonna be on your side, and I don't want you to take a debate where it would be setting you up for a loss, even though I see the direction you're going in. I think that it would be safer. I mean, by all means, tell me to shut up, but by all means, I think that the closest thing to a discrepancy would be where y'all place Darwin, whether you accept what you accept and what you don't accept, and then finding a question in there as a means to proving whether or not Darwin was Darwin's perspective on the theory of evolution and natural selection, was it beneficial to the scientific community, or was it just doctrine and dogma?
Well, see that's what I'm saying. It's kind of corrupted because I agree with evolution, and I agree with a lot of things they find. In fact, some with genetics and things of such. It's the theory of that they're connecting with Darwinism. So you can't remove him from it because they added his theory to it.
So why do you agree with? So the question is, why do you agree with evolution if you don't agree with Darwin?
Because that's the theory of it. Even the scientists tell you that. That's the science is telling you you can't dispute evolution. We see butterflies. We see they can evolve from a caterpillar. It ain't no refuting evolution of what it is.
So
but
can you
their
actually
theory is natural selection coming from monkeys. That's a doctrine. That's not.
See, I think your
your
issue isn't necessarily Darwinism, but the taxonomy of evolution. Because that's what it sounds like. What you're actually saying, you don't agree with the chain, with the long lasting chain that goes back.
Yeah. You know what I'm getting at. I don't agree with his doctrine on how it started and come into play because it's like it's too many gaps in it. So I don't agree. I don't think you can prove that's a fact. But I know I won't be arguing against evolution. That's common sense. Everyone can see, like I said, a butterfly. We know things evolve. Things adapt to habitats. You go to the cold, we made the adapt. That's common sense. Everything they didn't say was incorrect, but he had an agenda at the same time. So
what was his agenda?
Racism was a part of his agenda, but that's one thing I threw out there.
No, Darwin was an abolitionist. He was not racist.
I mean, that's what you could say, but I mean, I'm going off of.
There we go. There we go. Do you believe Darwin was an abolitionist?
For me, I'm not sure what he was. I just know I stand on what
he was an abolitionist. No,
can you be an abolitionist and still be racist?
Now, see, what you referred to, what I believe you're referring to, is the difference between Darwinism and social Darwinism. Social Darwinism is the construct that was actually formed from classist ideology of European males. That came much later after Darwinism.
Mm-hmm.
See, he knows. See, that's why I say that's the least topic because we agree on too many things. Yeah, they even connect them to being racism. We know that, but it's crazy. But
that's what I'm saying. Darwinism isn't racist. It's Darwinism.
I get what you're saying. I know because I agree on the point.
Darwinism was a construct that was born from classist ideology, which has a lot of racist undertones, which suggests that there are individuals that are like subspecies of human.
Right. Yeah.
Instead of ethnic categories. That's what they tried to classify.
Yeah, right. I know. Yeah. That's why I say we agree too much on a lot of things that are involved in it. But it's racism involved in it. See, I know that. But I should say we agree with too many things in that. That's why I said that was going to be the least of the topic that I put together. But that child abortion was my second that I agree because you came up with that one. I liked that one. But I see. I mean, we just agree too much on the science probably. Because I'm not like the other biblical guys. They just believe something big proof. You know what I'm saying? And I believe in the things of science because science was created.
Let me ask a question. What you think, Cannon? On this right here?
I don't know because I'm a little confused. Mike is easy to pinpoint, but KOT, I'm having a hard time nail down exactly what he believe and don't believe because it seemed like he kind of on both sides. He say he agree, but then he don't agree, but he agrees. So it's really hard for me to eye it up.
So what you think about the parenting conversation? You think it'd be some equity there?
I think they got
the negative on it.
I would just say flesh it out a little bit more. That might be the best thing to go with because it seems like they agree on. You probably one of the first Hebrew Israelites that push evolution that I heard of.
I think he just believed that the creator kicked off the evolution. That was, you know what I'm saying? So,
the intelligence involved. They don't believe this. They, that's why the intelligent design versus Big Bang. I mean, regardless which topic we use, it's gonna be a showdown. But I just know that was gonna be least on the list. I mean, his brother might not know yet until he get into like what I'm gonna present, but he might be thinking on this other brother's stance. It don't look good on him at them topics, but I know, for me, I'm straight.
Mm.
So KOT, do you believe that humans evolved from some ape-like cousin or ancestor?
No, I believe that all things are created from this earth, so we're all going to share DNA, genetics. There's going to be so many consistency. Just common sense of that. And science
So
can prove that.
where
But
did Adam and Eve come from?
I'm not trying to. I'm not debating you, brother. I'm debating him. I'm really not trying to keep going back to that topic.
Oh no, I'm not looking to debate.
Come up back over that child abortion because that's the only topic he really brought on the table. We got up here. I came up with both of these other topics, so he can come up with and get to talking if you want. Unless you want to debate, you can get in and talk for him.
No, I don't want to debate. I'm trying to help you figure out a topic because y'all just sitting here quiet.
Big Bang, that's my number one on the list. We can go down with that one and write it down and get it locked in. But if you want to do the child abortion, because he came up with that topic, so he got a topic. I'll go with that one also. But
hey, I said intelligent design of Big Bang. That was an interesting topic to me. I said I love science myself, so I definitely wouldn't mind doing a breakdown on that. My only thing was just trying to get somewhat of an understanding of what your interpretation of a designer is, because I said so many individuals have their own little plug and play system where they just claim this particular individual is the one that created the universe, or this it's usually something different. That's why I was just asking you about that.
I know we got to deal with science because that's what the topic is based off. That's a science topic. I mean, that's not even religion. I mean, these other guys bring religion into it. I mean, I throw a scripture in there for you if you feel comfortable with it. But that's
I'm just talking about in general. Whenever you have a discussion with someone that's talking about intelligent design, it's usually saying a different designer every time you have a conversation with a different person that's talking about this conversation. I mean, one day you could be having a conversation with somebody that believe in the flying spaghetti monster. I mean,
no, I get you, brother, but I'm saying even the Bible would talk about intelligent design. You're just dealing with these doctrines people are coming up with, so that's the reason they're giving you a deity doctrine created. That's not what the Bible teaches either, but that's what people are teaching or probably trying to debate you with. But we're dealing with science here. I give you one scripture. I mean, I make you feel comfortable. I bring one scripture in the debate for my biblical brothers and sisters. I may put two scriptures in there, but it's mainly science. Intelligent design, that's science. There are many scientists that agree upon this standpoint. That's not something a religion came up with.
I'm pretty sure there are some scientists that agree with it. Obviously, I mean, that's why the theory itself exists, but
right.
I mean, having proof of there actually being someone that's, responsible for manipulating the flow of existence is something, entirely different. But saying that
I mean, that's your point of what you got to disprove or whatever. That's what you're attacking. That's what you got to disprove whatever you're attacking. That's your standpoint.
No, I mean, quite honestly, I would even, take the approach of attempting to try to disprove whatever, model you use for your design,
Oh, okay. That's what I'm saying. You don't even believe it. You're atheist. I mean,
no, if my
religion,
I'm saying if my approach is to give a breakdown of the Big Bang Theory and properly explain how it happened and how it took place and the saying the evidence of that, then that's what my breakdown is going to be on. I mean, maybe in the Q&A round, I get to the point where I start interrogating you when, when it comes to the integrity of it.
That's why I said I give you something from the Bible because I'm a biblical believer. I throw in a couple scriptures for you because it's going to connect with the science, literally what I'm teaching. But I mean, I'm mainly going to bring you science though. But I give you something you can attack. I'm going to give you something you can attack. If you don't think I'm going to give you nothing like that, I give you something to attack too in the debate, brother. I'm not saying I'm the best or better than anybody. I done debated over 40-something, maybe 50-something debates in these years. I mean, but I stand on biblical foundation. So that's my strong point. So, I mean, you may be a great debater also,
if you feel like bringing a Bible verse or, maybe a couple of verses from Buddha or Confucianism, whatever. It's
Right.
So, like I say, I had this argument a lot of times with plenty of different people, it's always something different, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to who their designer is. I mean, I had conversations with folks that think electromagnetism is the force at play and the God of the universe. So,
I get you.
I mean, so
so what you want to run with? Anything you want to talk any more about that abortion topic?
I mean, I guess it would just depend on if you want to express your point of view on it. I mean, I feel like,
I mean, mine's simple. The man should have the right. I mean, it's his seed. He should get the right. I mean, my talking points are really going to be my debating points. I mean, I don't want to push that out too easy. But you should know. I mean, you came up with that topic, so I believe you know things centered around both sides.
I mean, before from a legal standpoint, I mean, everything already leans heavily towards the female favors anyway. So,
right.
I mean, I'm not sure. Like, I've never actually seen a case where a man actually tried, suing or doing, taking some type of legal action and was actually successful at it.
I get you on that, but I'm a debate from a different, for more. I ain't gonna just stay on that one point why he should receive the right to, have say so in it. But I mean, that's if we choose this topic. But I get what you're saying. But I know from the statistics, that's what you going with. That's what they go with. But I'm a debate it more of a mental standpoint also.
I mean, it's not really
that the man should have that right. That's what I'm saying. It's other reasons.
I mean, some of the legal when it comes to the liability side of it, I mean, yeah, some of the decisions based on some of statistical categories like income and stuff like that, because a lot of females do not make as much as males do, which is a lot of reason why they're often given custody and granted, alimony and child support payments to, subsidize for that difference. So I'm just, from a legal standpoint, let's say a lot of stuff already shifts heavily in the favor of females.
Yeah, you're right. And, I know. You got it like it's uphill for you on those points. I just got it on like a moral standpoint. So you would know my talking points, but I'm saying it depends which topic you want to go with.
All right, it's time to make the decision, y'all. What's up?
Like, I still stand on intelligent design versus Big Bang. But if you rather go with that topic, I ain't gonna really argue with too much. I go with it, brother. But
now you know
the crowd. Let's see what the audience want to say. Which one y'all think they should take, the abortion topic or the ID versus Big Bang? Which one? Just help me out, crowd.
I'm kind of leaning towards the Big Bang argument.
Okay. So now we got to get how we gonna title the debate. If that's it, and you agree with that, KOT?
Yeah, I say whichever one the brother really want to go with out of them two. I mean, that's what it is. Because I lean more towards that topic too, because of our theologies. I'm saying.
All right.
But I see the brother in the chat. I just looked at the chat. He said something about the abortion topic. That's one brother said. But like, I don't know what the brother want to do though.
We just gonna act like we ain't see that.
It's Lucifer. That's Lucifer, man. He always take the ladder. Yeah. So, yeah.
I think that'd be a better show. I mean, whatever your thing would be a better show. I know that other brother, he was saying because he believed that evolution would be a better show, but because I only was throwing I know we agree on too much stuff that it wouldn't be a better show. That's why I was really getting at him on like I don't really think that'd be a good show. But these other topics, I guess that brother think that'd be a better show. But it's really on what my brother want to do. I ain't gonna argue with him too much. If you want intelligent design, let's lock it in. But if you want to switch it up, we can go with abortion.
If anybody out there, man, and y'all can get in contact with DMG, man, get in contact and bring them on.
Why are you trying to get DMG involved in it, man?
No, we got the book. I got to see how we go book this. Okay. Because I don't know if it's next week or not. because I think we get down to the topic. So we can go on and schedule this. Cause we try to do that debate mania, man. And I can see either one of you brothers in that final spot. So, depending on debate night, man. Everybody got to fight a chance. You know what I'm saying? So, everybody got to fight a chance, man. So, when we go to this tournament, man, we're going to get everybody a fighter chance. So, either one of y'all could be the winner around here. So, I'm trying to see how we're going to do that debate mania. So, I need that's the only reason that I need DMG in here. We got to document it. Which title we go do, how y'all gonna title it. So I'm just giving the call before we get to the next stage right there. So how do y'all agree on the Big Bang versus ID?
Yeah, I agree on it if the brother do.
Yeah, I agree with that one.
All right. So how y'all gonna title it?
I don't have a problem with the title as is. You know what I'm saying?
Right, because it's kind of hard to finagle it without putting a doctrine on it,
Yeah.
You know, so that really could give both of us, you know what I'm saying, a chance to go, you know what I'm saying, like either way when it comes to doing the presentation, where we can do a presentation on, our each respective points, and then, you know what I'm saying, if we want to also take the time to try to attack, you know what I'm saying, the other individuals, saying points.
Right.
Especially that the chick round, man. Y'all gonna have to turn it up because y'all act like y'all just gonna be proving y'all case on EG. It ain't gonna be much rebuttals doing the rounds. So the rebuttals gonna have to come in the chicken round. You know what I'm saying? That what it sound like to me. What I'm looking at right now. I might be wrong, but that what it sound like. Hey, trust and believe in gospel. Let me put him up there. That what he want. That what he want.
Intelligent design versus Darwinism. Like I said, Darwinism is surface level. It's, you know what I'm saying, just talking about natural selection itself. It just gives a really brief detail on the breakdown of genetic drifts and structures and stuff like that. It's not, you know what I'm saying, the research that Darwinism came up with is like nothing that you can actually hold on to when it comes to anything. You know, I say it was just surface level stuff. He didn't do any genetic testing, any stuff like that, no taxonomy. He was just, you know, saying basing his information off of some research that was done by previous individuals.
So okay.
Yeah, I get what he's saying because he don't want the topic centered around Darwinism name. We know he ain't connected to the sciences, but if you're centered around Darwinism in the title,
if you say like intelligent design versus like,
because that's in the title, versus that, and he didn't try, yeah.
Intelligent design versus evolution would be like, more suitable, but like I said, Darwinism.
Okay. What about, because all the reason I'm asking this is I'm pretty sure it's the human aspect, right? Maybe we talking about the creation of Adam and Eve versus human evolution or something. It had to be a little more specific. You know what I'm saying? To me.
I know what you're saying, but a lot of scientists agree when you get into science. They don't agree with the dating of Adam being created, but they agree with how man is created. I mean, they would actually agree with each other. I don't know if y'all know that, but they don't agree with the dating of it. Neither do I, because the Bible don't teach that either. What y'all thinking? That's the thing about it. But I mean, it's how you want to do it now.
Yeah, the
You know
Bible
what
don't
you're
have
getting
no
into
date.
now.
The
When
Bible,
you want to put that Bible
yeah,
in
the
it now.
Bible
You know
don't.
what you're working with now.
Yeah, the Bible don't have no dates. So I'll except unless you do the King James version, they start dating then. But the Bible never had no date. They do dates. So
Right. And science don't agree with it. With what biblical scholars date Adam. You know what I'm saying? To what creation of man is and such.
yeah.
But they agree with the elements and the sciences man will be created of. It's the dating system. According to the Bible, you have to go by a dating system. According to who you call Jesus or Yahweh, from his time, we can trace back time to Adam. So there is a dating system on that standpoint. Well, we can get a roundabout number, I'm saying. I won't say indefinite, but a roundabout number. But I like the topic we got. I get what your brother's trying. I know if you're trying to get it a little bit better, maybe you may spark it, spark it up a little bit, make it a little more fire, but it's up, it's what the brother want to do.
I mean, so are you trying to argue like because I said because that would be different than intelligent design. That would actually be, creationism, versus evolution, right? Is that what you were saying?
Oh, me? No, but you be going off my creationism. You ain't going off of somebody else's made up version,
No, that's what I'm saying. Like you would be bringing your particular version of creationism as far as like Adam and Eve story, the biblical story, right?
Yeah, but I don't think it's gonna add up to what the topic gonna be standing on. What would the topic be you're trying to go with?
Oh no, I thought that's what you were saying. You were trying to, do creationism, the biblical account.
No, I was just saying
evolution.
what the other brother was saying. I was just throwing up stuff.
Okay.
We already got a topic. I mean, they just throwing up other topics in case.
Oh no, say I'm fine with the Big Bang topic, but
Hello.
Yeah, okay. I mean, the word enough. You think it's really the same topic? Some people think it's the same topic.
What's the same topic? You say some people say because Big Bang Theory. I like to think we talk about the creation of the universe, basically, right? Before humans get here.
All life, creation of life, based pretty much. The earth, the sun, moon, stars, it's the creation, That's why, like my brother, peace and blessings to my brother Jeremiah Yahoo. Like he said, creation of intelligent design is pretty much the same thing. Because I see what you're saying, but that would be creation because even religion, they're saying their God created the sun, moon, stars. It's really the same thing then.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, let's create the universe, right? Then we get it. When people think of like evolution, people start thinking about life, the diversity of life, once it got here, type of thing. So on the planet Earth. So
I mean, I'm taking everything dealing with the topic. If it's gonna lead us back to modern day, and it'll still be in my topic. You know what I'm saying?
Well, so yeah, I just threw that out there. Kenny, what you think, Kenny? Well, yeah.
I'm here. I kind of fell back. I think the brother misconstrued what I was trying to do. He thought I was trying to debate him. I was just trying to ask facilitating questions.
Nah, I just mess with you, brother.
Yeah. I think the best thing they can do was go with that evolution versus
Big Bang. That's why I say it's Big Bang. That's like the universe, the start of the universe versus intelligent design, on that level.
Mm. They just need a good title to work it out,
I think they're going to keep it plain and simple.
Oh, okay. Well, then,
They don't want to keep it plain and simple.
okay.
Which I like that idea. I like that idea. Just keep it plain and simple. Y'all kind of feel each other out, pause, and me, I know the specific how to approach this in a debate when it comes to it. You know what I'm saying? Give a person your premise, I guess, right now. What you gonna be talking about without giving too much. You know what I'm saying? Can we establish that?
Yeah, I don't have a problem with that.
Yeah.
Mm.
You know, mind the basics of science. If he already deal with science and the common arguments they make, I just get a little bit deeper into those common arguments.
Well, as
Okay,
far as
okay.
when it comes to my point of view, I said I'm mainly just gonna be sticking with some of the breakdowns when it comes to the model of the Big Bang. Saying explaining how that took place and stuff like that. Just leading up to the process, saying the creation and formation of other, saying objects like sun, stars, saying, and pretty much everything else in the universe. But if you're talking about, saying the creation of life, then that would also be, saying including evolution, not necessarily, the Big Bang kind of
Hey,
stuff.
DLG, hold on, right quick. Keep that thought right there. DLG, get up here, man. Get up here. I need you up here. Need you up here so we can go out and settle this, so we can talk about the road to debate mania. How we gonna do this? So I need you to go and come up here. We can schedule it, book it, and everything else. Yeah, go ahead, Michael Everett. I caught DMG in the comment section. Caught him in the comment section.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So that's what what I'm saying, I'm mainly gonna be focused on what I'm saying, talking about stuff like, of course, the cosmic background radiation, um other observable signs, what I'm saying, that we seen, what I'm saying, that leads to um us to believe that the universe is much, much older than originally, kind of taught to us, or said through, what I'm saying, the habit of actually having to go through. I said, at one point, most of the world actually lived under a theocracy, and we had to, saying, abide by certain teachings and principles. And so, science wasn't always something that was, I'm saying, used at the forefront, because, when somebody found out that the world was round, decided to share that information, they pretty much locked them up, put them on house arrest, and forced them to commit suicide. So, I understand that a lot of people that actually still have these beliefs, what I'm saying, tend to object to them, because their models, from their teaching, show that that the world itself is only about 6,000 years old, and they actually have no real estimate according to the age of the universe, what I'm saying, when it comes to their teachings. But you know, I'm just going to be going off the information that, what I'm saying, is presented by science, pretty much.
Okay, okay. It sounds like we have, a reasonable topic. It sounds like, this is going to be intelligent design versus evolution. I think that is probably the most productive topic. I feel like it's a little more entertaining than some of the other topics picked. I think that uh, now we need to figure out a date, and maybe that might not be done specifically at the moment, but that'll be double back to. So the title is Evolution versus
Well, no, we're doing it, intelligent
Intelligent design.
design versus Big Bang.
okay, intelligent design versus Big Bang.
Yeah.
Intelligent design versus Big Bang. That's the title. Intelligent design versus Big Bang. So now we at a place. So now we at a place where we just need to figure out when the availability for the date will be.
I think Classic was telling me something about next week y'all had a slot available. Would that be a good time for you? I said I'm free on the weekend, so Saturday and Sunday is always a good time for me.
Yeah, I'm good on the weekends.
Yeah. I'm trying to see because I'm trying to see if they do it this weekend or what. I don't know the schedule like that. The debate to kick off because we got to also do the debate centers interviews. So I'm trying to see. DLG, get over here, man. I know you ain't at home. You ain't got to be. Turn your camera off. Just get a little quick look. 5 minutes, man. We got the debate center folks up in here in the comment section, culture, and trust and believe the gospel. If anybody that they rocky and nobody.
Yeah, they saying they want intelligent design versus evolution.
Well, this your debate, so
yeah, this your debate.
As long as
I'm
y'all
good
happy
on the
with
title.
it.
I'm just waiting on the date. That's up to the brother though.
Y'all said 2 weeks, or Craig, is that typically a Saturday or a Sunday?
I don't know because we got a schedule because Debate Mania coming up. And I don't know if he want it this week or we gonna skip a week because October the 5th is Debate Mania.
Right. So it would have to be in this month because you still got 3.5 weeks left. So maybe in 2. He said I'm not available, bro, next weekend or the week or 1 week turnaround unless it's not. So basically 2 weeks out is his best bet.
All right, 2 weeks. 2 weeks, DLG. 2 weeks.
I'll be available.
Give me a yes or no, brother DLG. Two weeks. We do it 2 weeks. So yeah, man. So the title is Intelligent Design versus Big Bang. What order y'all want to put it in?
It don't matter.
It says, can they do it next week?
All right. They say yes.
All right, next Saturday it is.
Next Saturday
week
it
is
is.
good.
8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Was that good for y'all?
Yeah.
Yeah, you got it.
There you got it. All right, there you got it. They keeping it plain and simple.
Okay.
Plain and simple. Ain't no extra gonna be added. They gonna be presenting. Then I guess they go into the chin check round and they go question each other logic at that part. So yeah.
Yeah, bro. We ain't up here to draw no blood.
Yeah. So Rocky or nobody, can y'all come up? One of y'all, if not both.
I think Rocket was asking to jump on early though.
Yeah, I just want to get something paid out with them right quick. So we gotta do this event. So next weekend, what is next week? 2 weeks from now. What's that date? Anybody got it? 2 weeks from now?
No, not 2 weeks. This weekend.
Yeah, next week. That'll be the 13th.
13th next week. Okay, next week.
Saturday the 13th at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So that means they had to get their debate center. That means they're gonna have to get their debate center set up between Monday and Friday. So
Yeah.
maybe I know they do debates in around 6.
Yeah, this show don't typically be on about 30 to 45 minutes. Just a little quick interview. Before the debate. Yeah.
Okay.
And y'all get to deal with the dynamic personality of Rocky and nobody.
All righty.
Rocky, my boy, he cool.
Yeah, I think he took it safe by interviewing you. I think nobody in KOT, that's gonna be the interesting one. I think nobody live on the edge. Yeah. So
And I thought
also,
nobody
man,
said he was going to be doing a debate media.
yeah. Yeah, nobody that man. He the man. He the man. Hey, but also next week, man. Next week, tomorrow, we gonna have him and Queen. So tune in for that face off tomorrow. I don't know who gonna be the one hosting it. Maybe it be you again, Cat.
You never know.
You never know. But show up for that one tomorrow. Also, they gonna earn out their topic. I think they already know their topic. So whoever do it tomorrow, y'all gonna have to stall it out. Make them make it entertaining because they kind of already know their topic.
For sure.
Yeah, make it entertaining. Make it at least last an hour.
Okay.
Yeah. Debate Mania will be October the 3rd to the 5th. The winner of this tournament, Friday, I think that's their date, they slot. So their finals. Saturday, I don't know what the debate I've been hearing. The blockbuster debate is many people. I've been hearing Self, Nobody, None of His Hero, even Lucifer. So the blockbuster, I don't know who that's gonna be. So DLG gonna give you the clarification on that one, and then the main event. But we all came for the championship between Pan Davis, Africa, and Heru Conscious for the title. Undisputed heavyweight championship. So I'm very, 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 very interested in that one, how that outcome will come. So anything you got to say about that, Cannon? Before we
Yeah.
get back over to the debaters.
Yeah. I'm gonna just say this, man. I'm looking forward to good battle between Pan and Haru. Interested in tomorrow's face off between Hemi and Quinn. DMG said he'll be hosting that one. So it looks like they got that covered. And I'm looking forward for KOT and Mike to have a good debate. So
Okay. Yeah, I'm waiting for this debate. Y'all did the face off, man. Y'all came up with the title. We got the date. The road to debate mania. The road to debate mania. KOT, do you have anything to say, man? Before we end this, man. What you gonna bring? What you gonna bring anyway to the debate? You know what I'm saying? We go.
I'm gonna bring sciences, scholarship. But I want to say peace and blessings to all you brothers. Peace and blessings to the brother Cannon. Peace and blessings to you, brother Ratchet Craig. Peace and blessings to my brother Mike.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Sir, peace. And blessing to you too, also, brother. Mike, what's up? It's on you. D. Michael Everett, y'all.
Man, I'm just really interested in seeing what this is going to end up being, man. You know what I'm saying? Interested in seeing what type of perspective he's going to bring to this conversation when it comes to intelligent design. You know what I'm saying? It might be a tough argument for me to break down in the Q&A. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm interested when it comes to seeing what he's going to bring to the table when the debate time comes.
Okay. Get up. What's up, man? So we go out to end this show. Caddy, appreciate your help, brother.
No question.
Yeah, appreciate your help. You helped me out a lot. So Caddy, you can end it off, man. I'm just gonna say this, man. Peace to the chat, man. Appreciate y'all for coming through to see this face off. And you know, we're gonna get it going. We're gonna get it going on and popping. This road to Debate Mania gonna be a great ride, so y'all can ride with us, man, and we gonna enjoy ourselves, man. At the end of the day, doing this. So, you know, go ahead, kid.
Well, like my man said, Debate Mania on the road to glory. We're gonna have Pandemus African versus the number one seed, Haru Conscious. We got a double whammy, a double hitter with the guys Hemi and Jashub apparently coming up. That's on Saturday, October the 4th. Nobody versus King Self and Hemi versus Jashub. So that's definitely a double hitter. Of course, we got to see a good episode and interview of Debate Center where we'll see KOT finally get that one-on-one interview with Nobody, and then my boy Michael Everett will have his one-on-one with the boy Rocky, aka Culture. So that's coming up this week. Next Saturday, the debate. You will see these two brothers go head to head on another debate versus where their title will be. Correct me if I'm wrong. It'll be Intelligent Design versus the Big Bang Theory. That's the title. These two brothers, very peaceful, very poised, and it seems like they just ready to be professional and take care of the debate. So I'm looking forward to seeing who wins and who agrees to disagree politely between y'all guys. This was the most calmest face off that I've seen, and you know. And once again, shout out to everybody in the comments. Shout out to DMG, shout out to Craig's, shout out to Sage, shout out to Nobody. Shout out to Rocky, shout out to the GT and the whole Paradigm Shift family, and we are out.
It's so hard for me to sit back here in this studio looking at a guy out here hollering my name when last year I spent more money on spilled liquor in bars from one side of this world to the other than you made. You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, limousine riding, jet flying, son of a gun, and I'm having a hard time holding these alligators down.
Yeah. Talking to my mirror like I love you so much. Curving on my critics like I heard you, so what? You can't kill my confidence, I think I'm the man. Tally all the I ever gave on my head. Lately I've been living like I can't take a loss. They ain't wanna help me, that's what made me a boss. You can't kill my confidence, I think I'm the man. We don't give a that's what they don't understand.
I'm back again like flu season. I broke records while loose leafing. I'm coming down my roof, leaving. Don't give a I don't care. Did it for my lonesome. No wonder now I'm on one. No shortcuts on that long run. All I really want is my share. Get on my God, on my totem is nothing. In the discussion, got them feelings I throw on my pain on percussion. It's disgusting. I hear them bragging about that they did, and it do not move me, not in the least. They ain't been dropping no seeds in the soil, but swear that you on my spot at the feast. I've been on go mode, showboat, rowboat, wave ride. Cool shorty, too naughty, pool party, wet for the face ride. Annie up, penny down, hand me down, thrift store, old drip. New money, too funny, old shorty talking about old. I'm on they now, can't get a pass now. I'm a cash cow, keeping it brash now.